A very warm welcome to Yildiz Readings 5D. Before we get into the content, a very warm welcome and an update as to what we do here. We cover your psychic energies by zodiac, your twin flame path, astrology and more. And yes, we are live every Friday, so come along and join us and click the bell, you'll get a notification. And we do have the Members Hub. Now the Members Hub is a protected place where twin flames can go. You also can get the pre-release content ahead of the game and all the extensions, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, due to the fact I'm a psychic medium. Now, separately, we have additional lives, but just click the bell and I'll update you. And if you do want a booking, the website link is below and above on the screen. You can see we have different styles of readings. We also have group sessions. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Sit back, relax, grab a cuppa, and I'll see you on the other side. Hi beautiful Aquarius, we're here to do your update for this week moving through to also August. Now I've pulled the cards and I'm getting this feeling that this week you guys may hear something, and I do feel this could be something very good. It could be something that's really going to put you on a very solid piece of ground. However, something's going to do with 360 here. Overall self-worth and values seems to be coming through, but it's almost like it's quite shocking and startling, and this could be something that's really great, but it does feel it's quite sudden. It feels like information communication, something changing, and definitely this more from a spiritual point of view is coming through of self-esteem. Now you do have the base chakra in reverse, and I'm kind of feeling it's almost like it is doing a 360. Okay, it's really like you're going from being in one frame of mind to the next, so do get grounded. Now I do feel this can be that something was going really well. This could have been your aura, it might have been the direct connection, but it felt like life was rosy. Okay, life was a little bit better than it had been in a while, but something seems to be shifting. And look, this can be really exciting, but it does feel it surprised you, and I'm being shown two paths, two ways a situation can go. I do feel anger. There's this anger coming through that something was said to you in a certain way, and you're not quite pleased by the information. You're a bit confused. You're holding your tongue. You're not saying anything, but I do feel you're going to come out and say it. I do feel you're going to address this. But you could be potentially a little bit like straight to the point. Let's talk about this. I have been watching Anne with an E, and it really does come through similar to that. It's almost very, very straightforward and to the point, eloquently spoken, but you've got something to say. I do feel this has got you caught up in your head, and this could even be relaying back to something that a love interest has said to you, that maybe it has been misunderstood, and with a little bit of time, you've had time to dissect it, and now you're looking at the tunnel, at the road, differently to what you did before. I feel you're coming back down to a practicality, and you might be up in your head, but I still feel it's really urging you to look at it and, as I said, dissect it. This communication also is almost again doing a 360, and it's what comes in is going to be going out. So I do feel you're going to be addressing it. And you know, maybe the, what would the word be? The advice would be is to get grounded, but I feel this has been a long time simmering. And I'm hearing the term left, right. You had chosen a certain way to move forward due to previous circumstances. This wasn't the element of love. I really do feel you were quite patient. But something has changed, and now it's almost forcing you within your soul. It's like calling you that you do want to speak quite directly. I do feel, you had really taken the more traditional road, but something has shifted now, and it's made you question this. It's like, okay, is that really the right way to do such? Hope in reverse. Is that? But it's becoming very practical. I feel inside of yourself you would really, you were presuming, how do I put it? You want this justice from the past to come back, but you feel as though now, in order to get that, it's going to take a lot longer than what you thought. But it feels more that this has been brewing internally, and now it's like a volcano coming to the surface to liberate you and push you forward. And I don't think it's a negative thing, or even with the base chakra in reverse. However this is coming through in the next week to 2 weeks, I'm really feeling it's like divinely guided. I feel it's almost helping move you back on the correct path. Yeah, I'm really seeing, it's almost like Venus retrograde. It's like romanticizing a situation, looking at it, going back down memory lane, and then moving into, okay, we're moving forward now. You're having the courage to address it, but you definitely don't want to sell yourself short. So you kind of feel that if you don't talk about this, deal with this, tackle or take steps in a certain fashion, then the outcome's not going to be as positive. I do feel you could be having a conversation. It's almost like if there is two energies here, and I feel for some of you there may be. One feels a little bit shady, let me put it that way. And that could have been that that's the way they were, and it's the same individual, and they've changed, and you're doing shadow work. But I feel you're just a bit wary with it, and you know, you're gauging how this is going to go. I do feel there'll be an offer, but I feel there's two offers. The two offers may be, you know, do I move towards this path? Or do I be socially responsible? Very Saturn and Aquarius. So you're reflecting upon this, and you're reflecting upon the reality of what you need inside a connection. I may need to pull additional cards for the second energy, but I'm feeling this could be, you know, a memory and moving forward, but still the same person. For some of you it is, but for some of you it could directly be two people, two romantic interests, and trying to pick the most responsible route when it's really heart chakra. Something's got you mad. I do feel there's been some gossip. I do feel you've heard something. Somebody's told you something. I don't feel you're too happy about it. This could also be you linking things together. Conversations of the past, linking them together in order to move forward. Now, I'm seeing this person, the confusion also is it's a bit hot and cold, okay? With one individual, it's very hot and cold. So it really does make it very hard to discern between, is this going somewhere or isn't it? But there's something within their demeanor and something that is said that gets you a bit nervous. But I think that this person is sensing you pulling back, or whatever has gone down, it's something has taken a turn, okay? Something's taken a different turn, and it's shaking it up that little bit. I do feel this person could be quite up in their head and being quite critical, and it might be that they, you know, have a benchmark if they feel of how a person should be. And I do feel the way they're coming through, it's quite strict, it's quite traditional and old-fashioned, so to speak, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they exhibit this energy with people, places and things. But this to the core could be the root of where the pickles come from. This person, they're preparing for something. It's like there's movement, but their mind and their past is problematic at this point. The mind at the moment may be due to a circumstance that has played out here. But energetically, universe is pushing them forward. They're ready. They're going to show up. But there's something over their heads at the minute. I do feel almost, Aquarius, it's coming through like you may have the upper hand on this occasion. One of you in this situation has the upper hand. I do feel this person is almost looking at it like it might or it might not. And is it or isn't it? But this, I feel, is due to the fact that potentially Aquarius may have two ways of dealing with this. But there appears to be something that is being hidden. Okay? Something that's being hidden, a viewpoint, a value. I think both parties' ideals at the moment, there's a bit of head clashing energy. What's going on here? Feels a bit spiky, Aquarius. What's the go? Yeah, it's almost like both parties are feeling somebody's not telling the whole truth. But I do feel they're really looking at you and thinking, hey, you know, are you ready for this? One of you here is more ready than the other. But I do feel it's moving forward. There's a slight delay. And I do feel this person over here, your romantic interest, Aquarius, I do feel they've got some sense of adversity behind, and they're wanting to have, how do I put it? They're looking at whether your ideals match. And when I say ideals, and this could be a soulmate, you know, I feel this person's moving. I feel they're going down memory lane. I also feel they've got a lot of pressure on them. And I mean, I don't feel this readiness has anything to do with you as per se, but a lot of what's playing out in their life at the minute is really shifting about in a puzzle piece. But it's happening very quickly, so it's giving this person a lot of nervous energy. Okay, how are they relating to Aquarius, please? They're requesting patience, but they're trying to be patient, and they do understand, you know, what your needs are, what you're looking for, and what you're directly going through. You know, they're in awareness of this, but they feel there's so much going on at the minute, and it's just making them a little bit anxious. And it's almost like having an awakening to the truth. And the integration inside of them is occurring at this moment. Yes, in the past, both parties may have felt that maybe there was this dreamlike energy. But the practicality and having to map it out is taking a little bit longer than, you know, both parties have thought. You know, both of you might be living in different locations. But it's like not one is really wanting to let each other go. There's a nostalgia and a connection here. But you also know that the distance between, and the distance could just be both of you aren't talking at the minute, but it feels the distance is becoming a risk. One more. I feel there could be some cross wires in communication, but I feel both parties are looking at it from a very practical point of view. I do feel accommodation and home and family could be a subject matter and a point of contention. I do feel because of this, it's almost like you're feeling a little bit like, you know, something's got to give. Something's got to give here. Stay tuned. We'll tuck into it in the snippet. And if you do want to come through the extension, we're going to dig deeper. It looks a bit messy. I'm just going to say, there is going to be a fresh start. Look, I do feel between now and August, there's going to be a fresh start. But I do feel in order to actually have this solved, it's almost like the white noise of an external energy is causing some sense of interference. Now, yes, this could be third-party energy, or directly it could be intuitively that you have two paths you could go and really having to pick. But it could be a third-party situation. Let's see how this plays out. Thanks for joining Yildiz Readings 5D. I trust that you enjoyed the content and love to hear your feedback. Now, yes, we're live every Friday for the Twin Flame update for the collective energy, as well as if you do click the bell, you can get the community post update because you don't get notified of lives. Now, the Members Hub also has 3 sessions a month now at $11. If you do want to come and join us, especially for all the extension reads, which are at the higher level, you can find the link on the main page here. You can see it above the screen, and it gives you the 3 tier levels. Additionally, I do see you throughout the month for your romance updates, for your twin flame and the moon energy and more. So have a great month, and I'll see you on the other side. And yes, I do private readings. The information is in the info box. Love and light, guys.